So, hello everybody. Today we're going to talk about how to apply for a lost or damaged passport. You want a reissue, but your old passport is lost, maybe stolen or gone missing or damaged, maybe fire or water. So these are the steps you follow. First of all, go to the immigration website. And like I always say, if your NIN is not ready, don't even bother applying. If your NIN is carrying a different detail from your document, don't bother applying. Let's say your name is John Michael Akpan, and on your NIN it's John Victor Akpan. Don't bother. Your NIN must match your name completely. If your first name on your NIN is John, it should be the first name on your passport. Everything must match. Middle name must match middle. Last name must match last name. Goes for your date of birth and state of origin. Okay, so this is how we start. Menu. Go to menu. Click on services. And click on passport. Select enhanced passport. Always select enhanced passport. Good. So you just scroll down. It just tells you a bit about the enhanced passport. Tells you the cost. See the different costs here. So we go to requirements. See what I said about NIN is very much required. Some offices you won't even pass the gate without your NIN. So now you go to step 2. See that link? Click on it. HTTPS. Good. It brings you there. In the middle row, you can see passport. Now scroll down. You see apply for reissue of lost/stolen or damaged passport. Now, even if your passport has expired and it is lost, this is where you will apply. If your passport has not expired and is lost, this is still the same option you will click. So I just click on it. Good. We are selecting standard e-passport. We're processing in Nigeria. Change type. So your passport, it tells us where it falls into. Let's say I lost my own. I select lost. Passport number. I'm just going to put a fictitious number. Okay. Then I now start my application. Very good. So just the same way as it was on your former passport. Let's say my name is John Michael Akpan. So Akpan is my surname. And my first name is John. My middle name is Michael. Okay. My gender, I'm male. My date of birth, let's say I was born 1990, October 1st. Your NIN is very compulsory. 11 digits. Copy from your NIN slip. I'm putting a fictitious NIN. Good. Where were you born? Let's say I was born in Calabar. Write it down. Now your contact information. This is your phone number. Your phone number should be written in the format +234. So follow these steps to the letter. And I'm putting fictitious numbers as well. Let's say my email address is John Michael Akpan @gmail.com. Okay. You see? You go next. You scroll up. Your title, Mr. You're a doctor, you select doctor. You've imported my details from the last page I just filled into this one. So I don't need to type anything again for my name, surname, and the rest. Place of birth. I now scroll down to my address. Let's say I live at number 26 Main Avenue. Let's say Calabar. Where do I live? In the city of Calabar. Country, Nigeria. State, Cross River State. Local government, let's say Calabar South. District and postcode, you can ignore it. When I was doing my own do not lost passport, I ignored it, so it's not really necessary. State of origin, let's say I'm from Akwa Ibom State. Nationality is Nigeria. Hometown, what's the name of your village? Ikot, Awesome. Phone number still remains the same, so you go to your mobile number, you write the same thing. +234, don't forget the format. And this is a fake number, so as you can see, the digits are just plenty like that. Occupation, let's say I'm a teacher. Maiden name, I'm a man, so I don't need one. Marital status, let's say let me just say I'm married. Color of eyes, brown. Color of hair, black. So you fill in these features based on how it applies to you. If the color of your hair is white, put white there. You get. So now your height. If you don't know your accurate height, please just stand against the wall. Make a mark at the crown of your head. Make a mark on the wall. You can use the ruler and make that mark. Then use a measuring tape and measure from that mark to the floor. You'll get an almost accurate measurement of your length. So of your height rather. So let's say I'm 165 centimeter. And see, I clicked on this and it came up here. This is because I'm using my phone. But if you're using your system, everything will come up wider on the screen. Ignore this error message. It comes up only when you're using your phone. But you can see the numbers are entering where I'm typing. If you're using your system, you won't have any of these issues. So 165 cm, I click update. See, it has come in here. Good. I don't have any special feature. Since I said I'm married, my next of kin, maybe I'm using my wife. If you're married, you may be using your mom or your dad. Anybody you use, put in their details here. So let me say my wife. Let's say she's Agatha Michael Akpan. What was my relationship with her? She's my wife. Put it there. Her phone number, you put it down here too. I'm using fictitious numbers. Good. Where does my wife live? Let's say we stay in the same place. 26 Main Avenue, Calabar. City of Calabar. If your spouse or your next of kin stays in a different place, please fill that different location. Country, Nigeria. State, Cross River. Local government, Calabar South. District and postcode, please ignore. Where do I want to process this my lost passport? Where do I want to go for capturing and the rest? I select Cross River because I live in Calabar and I would be around during the period. Passport office, Calabar has just one passport office, so I select Calabar. And booklet type, do I want 32? Do I want 64? Any one that appeals to you, you select. I choose 32 pages and it's usually valid for just 5 years. Follow these steps. It's as simple as this. Now, you're to type in the code you see inside this box. This is usually to make sure you're not a robot or something. I can see 9288. Okay, this other sign you're seeing by the corner here is a refresh button. It's not a number. It's not number C. Just take only what is inside this box. 9288. Then you come down, check this box to tell them that you accept responsibility for everything you've given here and that the information is true. So if it's not true, they have every right to hold you responsible. That's cool. And then you can go back and check what you did to make sure, oh, my spellings are correct. I put in the proper thing, because this is your chance to change it. If you submit application and then find out you enter the wrong detail. You have to start your application all over again. But if you submit application and then make payments and find out you enter the wrong detail, that one is another story on its own. So look through everything and make sure you spelled correctly, correct phone number, email, and then you submit application. Don't mind this Opera Mini and their ads. I just closed their ad, but you won't see ad if you're using your laptop or a better browser like Chrome and the rest. So once you submit application, the portal automatically generates an application ID and a reference number for your application. Look at it, brings out all your information that you filled in. See, passport booklet, validity type, everything you filled in. You now look at it well and you're sure and you're okay with this. Scroll down to the bottom. You see this place that says print and continue. If you're using your laptop, just save it. Click on the print and continue button, or you can just print it out one time, but I can't print that from my phone. You need to print it so that you sign and put the date. Okay, so print and continue. Like I said, if you're using a laptop, you'd have where to print from, but I can't from my phone. Now we have to continue application because we want to make payments online. Continue. Very good. It shows you your details. Now it's going to show you how much your passport cost. You that is in your passport in Calabar. Scroll down. You see the amount of your passport. 20,000 naira. Address verification, 2,000 naira. Look at it. Your passport is 20,000 naira. There's a charge to verify your address, 22,000 naira. So you either print this or you proceed to online payments. So if you're the type that wants to pay online, you proceed. Let me go back to that place in case you didn't understand. Look at what they said, the warning. Please ensure that all information provided on your application is correct before you proceed to payment. Your application cannot be edited once payment is initiated. NIS will not refund applicants for wrong payment. They can only refund you if you mistakenly pay twice for the same application. They'll refund one payment, but if you do wrong payment, they will not refund you. Maybe you did payment and your detail is wrong, they will not refund you. You have to do it all over again. Okay, so you can see your passport is 20,000 naira. Then address verification, 2,000 naira. So proceed to online payments. Now look, there are 5 payment gateways here that you can choose. Any one you're comfortable with. I've used Innovate OnePay twice and I didn't have any issues. There's one other gateway among these ones that I used, and the thing timed out and I was debited. So I'm not going to mention them in bad light, and I also want to mention you to use them. So I'd advise you use Innovate OnePay and then click continue. So it has brought out all your information, and look, this Innovate OnePay has its own charge, 300 naira. Okay, so you now choose your this thing has now increased to 22,500 naira. See the service charge for application and for address verification, 300, 200, 500 naira. So if you choose to pay at the bank, this will be your charges. Let's look at charges for POS. It's still the same, 300, 200. Let's look for card. It has increased from 300 to 800. So take note. Let me go back again. If you're trying to use Innovate OnePay Bank, look, I clicked on bank. You see the service charge for application is 300. Service charge for address verification is 200. If I choose POS, it's still the same thing, 300 and 200. Now when I choose card, That means I'm not going out of my house to do this. I just want to stay in the comfort of my home, use my card and finish everything online. It has changed to 800 and 200, which is 1,000 naira. So let's say you want to use your pay with your bank. You don't want wahala. You're not comfortable using your card online. Just don't want storage. Just click on bank and proceed to make payments. Good. It will bring out your listing and show you where you can make your payment. Look at the banks they mentioned: Sterling, Wema, and Zenith Bank. I don't know if other banks have been added to this. That means immigration has not updated their website. But we know for certain these three banks, Sterling Bank, Wema Bank, Zenith Bank, you can go and make payment for your international passports there. So you just print out this slip. You see at the bottom there's a print here. Print out that first one, the acknowledgement slip too. Take this one and go to the bank. This is what you present to them: application ID, reference number, transaction ID. It will show your name, show the amount you are to pay. So no, you're not going to pay more than this at the bank. And then look at another important information. We did this application today, 20th of February 2021. It's going to expire on the 27th. So you have like 1 week to make payment. If after 1 week you don't make payment, to expire, and you have to do a fresh application all over on the page, which is not really hard, but just to save yourself the stress. Okay, let me see if it will still take me back to where I can pay online, so that I'll show you other things. Okay, it still brought me back here. So I've made the demonstration for paying at the bank. Let's say you want to pay with your card. You click on Innovate One Pay Card and proceed to make payment. Just like we buy stuff online, you know, for if you want to buy stuff online, pay for courses online. It's very simple. Put in your card number, that long digit you put in here. Put in your name. Put in the when is your card going to expire? Put it here. Then CVV, the number behind your card. Put it here. Then click pay 3,000 naira. An OTP will be sent to your phone, either email or text message. You get it and feed it back in here. And once you're doing that, make sure your internet is steady and you're not leaving this page. Don't press the back button. Put in your card details. Your account will be debited. Then this page will refresh on its own and tell you that payment has been completed. Then you can now save or print the document. So a lot of people like using bank, and I encourage bank if your network is not strong, or if you don't know how to make online payments. I encourage you to use the bank. Just print that slip, take it to the bank and deposit cash. They will treat everything for you. But if you're confident in your card and your network, go ahead and do this. I used my card once and I was debited, but the page did not refresh. I did 3 applications. One for myself, my husband, and my baby. The one for myself and my husband went smoothly, but for my baby, no, the one for my husband and baby went smoothly, but for myself, I was debited the first time and I didn't see it on the page. It didn't reflect. So I did it again and I was debited the second time. That means I've been debited twice for one application. That was the only reason NIS refunded my money. If not, it would have gone. Okay, so I hope this helps. Very simple process. So for you that has lost your passport, the only extra document you need is your police report and